Welcome, seekers. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky Gayart, and today I bring you another Pick a Card tarot reading. Now, in this Pick a Card, we're going to try and answer the question, when will you marry? So I'm going to try and give you a timeline. Also, we're going to talk about the financial situation leading up to that marriage date, just the outlook. Also, support from family, what your family thinks, what their family thinks, friends, and also we're going to reveal the spirit animal of this marriage. So we're going to see what is your spirit animal and just, get some insight and inspiration from it. Also, there is a key that I'm going to reveal to you at the very end of the reading. So you got to stay tuned to the very end. I am going to reveal a key, which will be a message from Spirit to you. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you seekers about the Etsy shop. I have an Etsy shop, and I would like for you seekers to visit that Etsy shop. I work with hundreds of people already, and it's been truly phenomenal. I love what I do. I love doing private readings. The feedback has been great. Go to the Etsy shop, check out the feedback. So far, I have a 5-star rating. My prices are below market value. It just allows me the opportunity to work with many different people, and I enjoy that. I like that. To the ones that have already placed your private readings, I'm so happy that you enjoyed those. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for just everything, your beautiful words, the feedback. Thank you. That truly helps. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Seekers, in front of you, you have 4 groups. You have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. I'm going to give you a moment for you to select the group that calls to you the most. The timestamps are going to be in the description below. Welcome, group number 1. Welcome. All right. So, in front of you, we have an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Let's see what this spirit animal is. Oh, wow. You've got the scarab beetle spirit. Interesting. The scarab beetle spirit is a very interesting card. It's a very beautiful card. This card, essentially, it's an animal from ancient Egypt. The scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic that it possessed. And this card is essentially here to tell you that all of your creative projects will flourish. All of your love interest, or not love interest, but just friendships, people that you love, your family, your friends, your co-workers, people that are around you. Everything just kind of works together in synergy. And there's just peace, there's calmness, but really it's about manifestation. So your marriage animal is essentially telling you that this marriage is going to bring you the ability to manifest more things. So, what are the things that you want to do when you marry? You want a house, right? Boom, check that one off. Manifestation, you'll be able to manifest that. You maybe some of you would like children. You can do that as well. You can manifest that. Some of you might just like to travel the world, not be held down by anything. You can do that with your partner. Or some of you really just want to have love at all times and work together. So many different people have many different visions for what they want their life to look like, what they want their marriage to look like. The scarab beetle offers you the opportunity for you to manifest truly what you want. This is Spirit pretty much telling you, listen, I know what you want. I've seen it. We're going to make it happen for you. Okay. This is what your message is. A very special message. So I'm interested to see what else we get in this reading. Very, very beautiful card. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with some Star Tarot. We get the deck. Here we are. All right, so we're going to shuffle first. And let's see how this marriage is going to be. Let's take a look and see. I'm just going to throw 2 cards, so it's going to give us a little detail, some details about the marriage. Two very, 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 very nice cards to get. So, you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Nine of Cups. Love it. The Hierophant just talks about a marriage that will withstand the test of time. This is, and the Hierophant here is more of a shaman figure, but in most traditional decks, this is the priest, and the priest brings people together in holy matrimony. So this card is very much telling you that your marriage will stand the test of time. So there's protective magic behind it. Interestingly enough, your spirit animal is the scarab beetle. So with the Hierophant, it's like a confirmation that just tells you, listen, you don't have to be anything other than what you already are. You've manifested this. You've brought this into your existence. You've got also the bull back here. The bull is a symbol, right? A symbol of prosperity, potency. It's a symbol of just true wealth and power. You've also got the dove, a symbol of the spirit, symbol of the Holy Spirit. You've got some kind of ritualistic process going on here where there's a sense of eternity. There's a sense of this will be able to just bring about so many different changes and great things. And then you've got the bear, the mother bear back there, which just talks about plentifulness. It talks about nurturing. It talks about being able to move in the world how you want. And then you've also got the Hierophant being kind of showered down with stars from above. So there is very much magic with this Hierophant. There's inspiration coming in. There's illumination, that's resulting in this kind of ritual right here, right? And what that essentially means is you having the ability in this marriage to pretty much do whatever you want. There's definitely dreams and ambitions that you have. There's things that you want to accomplish in life. And it's a confirmation of the scarab beetle, right? And this magic that's running through the scarab beetle. So very, very, very nice cards, very nice omens for you and your marriage. Now, let's talk about the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is one of my favorite cards because it's one of the happiest cards of the tarot. The Nine of Cups is this woman here who, she's just content. There's really nothing else to say. She's content with her life at this moment. She's just very happy with it, Her life has gone through a big transformation. So you've got here butterflies kind of coming out all throughout, the lotus flowers. And let's not forget, the lotus flower is born out of a swamp, a very, very bad, nasty place, right? And it comes out and it forms this beautiful, beautiful flower. So it's almost like if you're moving from something that you didn't like or feel comfortable with, or maybe you were alone and you wanted someone, or it felt like, oh my, I'm never gonna have this, and now you're kind of moving into an energy of the lotus flower. Something beautiful is blossoming. It's coming into existence. Out of that, you have the butterflies that are pretty much telling you this is very transformative kind of energy. Okay, this is something completely different. She sits there with the 9 cups behind her, almost like if she's showing it off to the world, letting the world know, like, look at me, world, I'm extremely happy. I'm so, so, so fulfilled. I'm so happy. And then you've got the dove up there with the little heart. And that is a message from Spirit that pretty much tells you, hey, I'm going to bless you and your happiness. You will be blessed. You will have, this marriage will be blessed. This marriage will know prosperity. This marriage will, in many ways, just come out of so many challenges successfully, that you're going to be able to achieve true greatness. And all you have to do is really just open up yourself to Spirit. Just be willing to receive knowledge. Be willing to receive, what the message that Spirit has for you. Let's go back to the Hierophant, we have here the stars coming from above, showering down on him. And this is more of like information, right? Being uploaded into the Hierophant. This is a showering from Spirit down, almost saying like, hey, don't forget that I'm always going to be with you. And don't forget that I'm always going to try and provide you with information to make your marriage better, to just make your situation better, to provide you with all of the tools necessary so that you can make the right decisions in whatever area or whatever challenges whatever opposition comes your way, I will be there. That's kind of like Spirit's message to you. All right. So let's go ahead and throw more cards. I also want to remind you, seekers, there's going to be a key that I'm going to reveal towards the very end of the reading. So I don't want you to click out. Okay, this is going to be a key from your spirit guides. All right, this key is the key to the marriage. So there's a message that's going to be given to you by your spirit guides, and we're going to reveal this key towards the very end of the reading. I'm not going to reveal it now, so I'm going to put it aside. All right, and that's just going to be something very important that that Spirit wants you to know for this marriage of yours, to prepare for this marriage. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about your financial outlook, financial situation. What are you facing as far as finances? So we are going to throw some more tarot, but this time it's going to be from the Wizard's Tarot. Let's go ahead and shuffle. And let's see what the financial outlook looks like. We're also going to discuss timelines next to see when it is that you will marry. All right, so you've got the Hierophant now, interestingly enough, right underneath, reversed. The Three of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. So what I'm seeing here is that when it comes to finances, when it comes to building your financial future, there is still going to be some work to be done. So, I know a lot of us, we want to have everything straightened out by the time we marry. We want to have our financial situation just worked out. We're going to know when we're going to move. We're going to buy a house right afterwards. So, it seems like for you, group number one, realistically, that might not be the situation. It looks like there's still a lot of work to be done. So you've got the Three of Pentacles that just talks about the process of working and creating. It's pretty much here you doing everything that you need to do. So you've got a young man, he's kind of reading off what he needs to do. This is a list of chores, right? Like these are the things that you need to do in order to gain the money and the prosperity and the ability to be able to just invest in what you want. And so, there's definitely an energy here of still a little work to be done, still there's an area that needs to be explored. And the reason I say that is because, we have the Hierophant here upright and then reversed. And then we've got the Nine of Cups upright, but then we have the Page of Cups reversed. So there is definitely a strong meaning there. Number one, we'll start with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant reversed in your financial position tells me that there's still something that needs to be worked out. Here in the image of this Hierophant is teaching the youth how to just work things out, right? He's a professor, he's got here, his math. So what I see here is budgeting accordingly, making sure that you understand exactly where your money's going, making intelligent decisions when it comes to your finances is what I'm seeing here. And you are going to receive that. Spirit will give you the revelation. Again, we already know what this Hierophant is doing. We see here the showering that's coming down, the information being given to you by Spirit. You just have to be open. But then it's not only enough to be open, but you also have to actually put it into effect. So you see here this Hierophant, taking the information from Spirit and then putting it to practice, right? Putting it to good use. And ultimately manifesting what it is that they want, creating magic, tapping into the energy of this scarab beetle, and manifesting greatness for himself. All right. And then, we have here the Knight of Cups upright, complete happiness in the marriage, the just totality, right? The totality of the marriage is going to be happiness and just an energy of freshness and an energy of just glee. Now, the fact that you've got the Page of Cups reversed, this almost signifies a lot of you, is that there is going to be a little bit of work that is going to be required from you in order to achieve that, and that might leave you feeling a bit depleted, which is why the card is reversed. This is you working, going after your goals and achieving, and you're kind of struggling just a little bit, right? You're trying to catch that fish, but you're kind of struggling just a little bit. There's an energy of maybe noviceness. There's a very young, exuberant energy of like, oh my goodness, I have to do this because I have to just, achieve. And the advice here is to not feel down about this. Don't feel like this is some kind of limiting factor. That there's character building that comes with this. There's character building. It's like a character building process. You have to learn the lessons of life. It's only going to strengthen you and get you through the Three of Pentacles and get you to this beautiful, magical energy far, far quicker. All right. Now, let's talk about your in-laws. Let's talk about the family. So we're going to use the Art Nouveau tarot deck. We're going to see, we'll start with their family. What do their family think? What will they maybe say? Let's take a look. All right, so their family is going to see you as something completely different, just very transformative from what they saw before. So we have here the Four of Wands reversed, which is the card of family. It's the card of relationship. It's the card of building a solid family unit, right? And not only that, but it can talk about marriage. It can talk about two people coming together in holy matrimony and just, loving each other and caring about each other and building a home. The fact that it's reversed tells me that this family that you are going to be married to, because you're also marrying the family, right? They haven't seen this before. So perhaps maybe this person that you're going to marry, their past relationships just haven't been all that great. There's this energy of like, ooh, I don't like this person, right? That's going to transform completely with you. So you've got here the Tower. The Tower is a scary energy, but it's the kind of energy, just depends on the question and depends on the cards around it. This Tower pretty much is signaling a complete change from that calamity, from that chaos that this family knew from past experiences. So from past, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, that this person had, it was so bad and you are so different and they're going to be very happy. So it's almost like complete transformation from what they knew before, resulting in a more joyous kind of energy. The reversal of the Four of Wands then becomes what they experience. And the Four of Wands, like I said before, it's family, it's friends, it's just love, that reciprocal energy, celebrations, enjoying each other's company, building a home, building a family, knowing that this relationship is for the long haul. So beautiful. Now, let's examine group number one, your family. Let's see what they're going to think about this wedding that's going to take place, shall we? Let's take a look. Maybe they haven't told you, maybe they're keeping a secret, but let's see what they're going to think about it. Haha, wow. So group number one, your family is going to be on board completely. You've got the Fool and you've got the Four of Pentacles. They're going to be extremely happy and joyous to bring this, into existence. I mean, it's almost like if they've been waiting for it, like, oh my goodness, thank Spirit that this is happening, right? So there's an energy here of the Fool. The Fool is just newness. It's excitement. It's adventure. It's, oh my goodness, we're going to go ahead and have so much fun today. It's going to be awesome, right? The Fool, as you can see, he's got his little companion, his familiar, we can maybe call it. And he's just looking out into the horizon. He's standing above maybe like some kind of a mountain cliff, and he's looking out into the beauty of the world, and it almost seems like he's going to throw himself, right? And the sun is just brimming, just shining behind them. So everything is perfectly fine and happy in the Fool's world. And that's kind of like how your family is going to react. They're going to see this marriage, they're going to see this other family, they're going to see this person as like a fulfillment of something. They're going to say, oh my, this is truly something that we've been waiting for. This is something that we've been wanting for a very long time. And I'm so happy that our child is going to be able to just expand and move towards something new, start a family, right? So they're going to really want that. And the reason why I say these things, about starting a family and new and building is because you've got here the card of the builder. So you've got the Four of Pentacles. For me, it's the card of the builder because this card talks about foundations, right? What is your foundation solid? You know, you have here a man holding a coin, and he's standing above two other coins with a coin in his head. So essentially what this means, the representation of this card is, where are you standing? Where are your feet in the world? Is the foundation beneath you solid and strong? A marriage is the beginning of something great. It's the right foundation for a family. So that's the foundation that you want underneath you. You know, you want to be able to be married so that you can, have a joint account, do everything together. Just start your life together correctly, right? Make sure that, it's documented. You have legal paperwork that says we are married, right? And then from that, you move towards a more, I guess, what you can say here with the Four of Pentacles and him kind of just holding on to that coin is that he understands where the value in life truly is, right? This Four of Pentacles believes that in order to manifest greatness, you have to save, you have to budget, you have to be willing to sacrifice this energy of just frivolousness, where it's like, I'm going to spend money like it's 1999, right? I want to spend money like I don't even care. I'm just going to throw it out. This is not the energy with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a very stoic kind of energy. This person is thinking about the future, thinking about saving, reinvesting, and it's a very responsible kind of energy. So it's almost like if your family is going to see that responsibleness in you. It's like, okay, wow, it's like our child is so responsible. They're doing the right thing. They're taking the right step in their life, and we are so happy. We're so proud of our child. This is just so phenomenal that this is happening. So that's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here with your family. All right. Now let's talk about friends. We haven't done friends. We're just going to throw one card with friends, and let's see what your friends think of this. All right. So this is their friends and your friends. All right. So you are going to benefit a lot from their friends. Okay, look at this. You've got the Six of Cups, and this is the card of friendships. Isn't this beautiful? This is the card of friendships. This is awesome. So this is from their side, from your partner's side. So the friends of your partner will see you as they're kind of like a new friend to the unit, like a new family member, someone worth just hugging and just being somewhat happy with, a joyous kind of energy. They're going to see true love, true friendship, so they're going to be very supportive. As you can see here in this card, what you have is two children. One of them is helping the other one accomplish something. So there's definitely a sense of helping with a process. So, you are going to get help from their friends in this marriage somehow. They're going to help. They're going to be of service. They're going to provide emotional support. Beautiful energy here from their side. I like the fact that in a friendship reading, you got the Six of Cups, which is the card of friendships. That's beautiful. So they're going to be exactly what you want them to be, So expect to receive true love, true friendship, true appreciation, just everything that you want from someone. Expect to receive it from your future partner's friends. Beautiful. Now, let's talk about your friends, group number one. All right, so this is a little bit of a shadow side here. So it looks like maybe your close friends, they're going to try and project an image of we're helping you, we're supporting you. But I think in the background, it's almost like if they are a little jealous. You've got here the Star. The Star is a card of guidance. It's the card of everything is okay. It's the card of spirit taking you towards what's next in life. You've got a beautiful scene of a woman just kind of, it looks like she's getting ready to like bathe or just be relaxed and refreshed. And this is the energy of, listen, doesn't matter what happens, you're going to be okay. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. We are here to be with you, and we're happy for you, and we care about you, and we love you, and we appreciate you so much, and you can count on us for anything. All right, that's the energy of the Star, upright, but you got the card reversed. So, there's an energy here of like maybe a little bit of hating. Maybe it's like, some of your friends they mean well, right? They want to support you. They want to be just happy for you. But it's like something about you getting married and maybe not getting married really just irks them, right? Like they're going to be a little hateful towards you. There may be a little jealousy going on. So these are some energies that you might have to balance, when the time comes. It could very well just mean that they know that you're going to get married, so maybe you're not going to get to spend more time with them, so maybe they're a little on the fence about it. Ultimately, I don't see that as much as the hate and the jealousy. So, you guys know me. You know my reading style. I give you the positives, the negatives, and I give you the shadow side. If I see a shadow, I will reveal it to you. This reading is extremely positive. It's extremely beautiful. I love this energy. I love the energy of your partner. You have a beautiful, beautiful spirit animal. But yeah, we've found a little bit of a weakness here. So perhaps your friends are going to just have that energy of just, I'm not happy. I'm not happy for myself. More often than not, it's just a projection of inside what they feel. So there's a desperation. It's like, when is my turn going to come? Or maybe they're in a marriage or a relationship that's not going so well, and they don't see themselves experiencing what you're experiencing in that moment. They might say, oh, my time is running out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So there's an energy of desperation here with your friends. All right, group number one. Sorry to have to reveal that to you. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Let's do a timeline, right? Let's go ahead and try and figure out a timeline. For that, what I like to do is I like to throw 3 random cards, and I like to add up the numbers provided. So I'm shuffling right now. We're going to try and get a timeline for this marriage. So, when will you marry? Boy, oh boy. Looks like 15 months. You've got the 3 of Cups. You've got the 9 of Swords, and you've got the Empress. So the cards are indicating 15 months. All right, that's a little bit more than a year from now. That's not a very long time from now. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're going to make the decision that you're going to marry, or you're going to find the person that you are going to marry within this 15-month period. But ultimately, what this means, because again, this is a general reading. So obviously the timelines aren't the same for everyone. But what this means is that the person that you are going to marry is closer than you think. I mean, a year and 3 months is not a long time. All right. So it looks like for some of you, you're going to meet the person within that time frame. For others, you're going to decide, or you're going to be offered marriage for that time, within that time frame. And then for others, it looks like it's going to take that long for you to be able to even meet the person that you're going to marry, your soulmate, your partner. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I want to talk about perhaps just, what to expect with this marriage. Maybe if there's any advice that Spirit can provide us. So we're going to go ahead and throw some oracle cards and see what messages we're going to pick up with these oracle cards, shall we? We're going to start with the Whispering Woods. Let's shuffle. Flow. All right, look at this, group number 1. So Spirit wants you to flow on your wedding night, even on just in general, flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. Flow. Beautiful message. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with the oracle cards. Let's throw a card from, if I can get it, here we go, the Making Magic Oracle deck. Let's shuffle. Let's throw a card. Let's see. Wow, One Enchanted Evening, the Perfect Night. Interesting. For some reason, when I got this card, when I read it, I felt like that's what your first date is going to be like. Maybe some of you are asking, like, how is my first date going to shape up? How are things going to materialize? how are things going to just manifest for me? And it's almost like with this card, you're being kind of told that you will have that perfect night. Your first date, your first encounter will be truly phenomenal. It will be beautiful. And you're going to truly be able to just kind of tap into that energy of just, oh my, this person is it. I found the right one. And yeah, I mean that's what I picked up on. Your first date is definitely going to be a very special one, a very inviting one, just very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal some more Oracle cards. I'm going to throw a card from the Whispers of Love. Let's see what the Whispers of Love have for us today. Oh, you've got a nice card here. Look at this. Physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And I got to tell you, when I look at this card, and when I really just try and examine the energies here, I see a very chivalrous person, just a very honorable person, someone who really, really likes you and thinks that you are beautiful. And, this is a person that is very action driven. So they want to achieve in the realm of love, and they want to show you just how much they love you. So they're willing to do anything to get to you, to make sure that you're happy, that you're joyous, that you're filled with prosperity and a good sense of worth. So this is the energy of of the person that you're going to marry, your future partner. This is someone who really cares. This is someone who's going to show you that they care. So very, very beautiful here. Very beautiful. All right, so let's see what else we can pick up on. We're going to use the Oracle of the Unicorn deck. Oracle deck, and we're going to see what is your unicorn card for this reading. Let's take a look. Compassion. Okay, so another thing that Spirit wants for you to keep in mind as you go into this marriage, compassion, okay? Be gentle with yourself, all right? Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and in others. Compassion. Beautiful. Now I started thinking, why is Spirit wanting for group number 1 to be compassionate? And then I started thinking, oh yeah, that's right, the friends. So, even though you got that reading with your friend, and even though there's going to be some hate and maybe some jealousy going on, Spirit wants you to tap into this energy of compassion, right? Just make sure that you are someone who's at all times supportive, someone who's forgiving, someone who can see the goodness in all situations, doesn't matter what it is, but someone who's well balanced and someone that doesn't let the situation or the thinking of this person, just corrode or just make things worse, or just don't allow any negative energy to come into your space. Go with the flow. Very simple. Go with the flow, right? The water trickles down. Do not hurry. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgive the people that you need to forgive. See the light in them, and also see the light in yourself. Right? You are a gentle person. You're a kind person. You're a giving person. So see that in yourself. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting message here. All right. So the time has come. Group number 1. The time has come. Are you ready? Are you ready? I think you're ready. Yep, I think you're ready. We're going to reveal the key. All right. This is going to be a very important key for you. And what I want this to represent for you is a message from your spirit guides. Okay. This is a message from spirit guides, but ultimately it's a key for you to be able to take with you on your marriage. It's going to unlock something very important for you seekers in your walk, in your marriage, and just in general as you're heading towards this new transformative energy. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. Let's see what card it is. Who is the spirit guide that is with us here today? You've got orientation. Orientation is your spirit guide. And the message from orientation is, I come to bring you the gift of orientation. When you look into my eyes, Allow me to remind you of the deepest truth, that we are all one. You and I may look different from each other, but deep down, we are the same. Care less about what others think of you, and more about how you are a natural part of the whole. Open yourself up to a path of synchronicity as you surrender into my eyes. Don't think too much. Allow the certainty within me that we are all connected in a single unity, that all things happen in the exact right timing, to reassure you that there is no way for you to be outside of the stream of life. It is simply not possible. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful message from your spirit guide here. Very, very nice message from your spirit guide. I love it. I really do. So, we've reached the very end of your reading, group number 1. I want to thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be creating more pick a card videos. Subscribe. Give me a like. That helps a lot. And do not forget to visit the Etsy shop, seekers. Visit the Etsy shop. Again, I have private readings there. I'm offering them at a very low rate at the moment. I've worked with hundreds of seekers. The feedback has been tremendous. You can check the reviews out yourself, see what the seekers are saying. It's been truly rewarding, honestly, working one-on-one with so many people, and the feedback and the words, they keep me going. So I want to work with you. So let me know if you have any questions. You can ask as many as you like in those private readings. So go to the Etsy shop. The link is going to be in the description below. Thank you once again. Don't forget to leave a comment. I want to hear from you, seekers. If you have any pick a card ideas, I want to know what they are. So please leave them below. Let me know what those pick a card ideas are. Put hashtag pick a card down below, and then the idea right afterwards. That way I can see exactly what it is, and I can add it to the pick a card queue. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the donations that you seekers have given me. Those donations help. If you're interested in any of these decks, the link is going to be down below in the description as well. Let me know if you have any questions. I love every single one of you. Thank you for being a part of the Tarot Magician community. Thank you for being a part of my family. And bye-bye, seekers. Hello, group number 2. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of the Tarot Magician channel. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, we're trying to answer the question, when will you marry? So, in front of you, you have a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We're going to try and figure out what your spirit animal is for this marriage, okay? Now, towards the end of the reading, I am going to reveal the key, a very important key. All right, now this key is a message from Spirit, a message from your spirit guides to you. This is a key that's going to be very important for your marriage, but we're not going to reveal it now. We're going to reveal it at the very end of the reading. First, we're going to try and find out what is the spirit animal for your marriage. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Haha, you have got the rabbit spirit. Look at this. Beautiful. Now is a lucky time. This is gorgeous. Very, very beautiful. So, let's talk about this rabbit spirit, right? Lucky time. So this marriage for you is going to feel this way. It's going to herald in a time of incredible luck, incredible prosperity. Luck looks very different for many different people. Just depends on what you're looking for and what you want out of life. But ultimately, it is a lucky time. It is exactly what it is that you want, and a little more. It's like things that you didn't even know you wanted appearing, manifesting for you. You've got here the mother rabbit and her 2 little baby rabbits looking extremely adorable, right? So it heralds a time of incredible prosperity for me. Anytime I see any cards like this that talk about a lucky time or a lucky situation, I think immediately of the wheel upright, which is, it heralds a time of prosperity. It heralds a time of things manifesting for you in a positive way, just depending on what you want and expect out of life. Very positive energy. So that's kind of like, your marriage. That's where you're headed. That is the animal spirit of your marriage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. So let's go ahead and start out by gaining some information about this marriage, right? We're going to go ahead and start with the Star Tarot. So I'm going to just throw 2 Star Tarot cards, and let's see what the cards reveal about this marriage. Just want to get a little more understanding of it. Wow. Okay. Group number 2. Okay. I like this. So you've got 2 threes. All right. You've got 2 threes. 3 is my favorite number. And you've got 2 of them. So this is a very beautiful thing. Number 1, you've got the 3 of Swords. All right. Let's talk about this 3 of Swords because it's truly worth talking about. I mean, look at this, right? This is a bad scene here. It's like you are right in the middle of this, what we can only describe as complete heartbreak and chaos. This is the world coming down. This is the world just hammering you, stabbing you into submission, and all you can do is cry because it's been such a terrible experience. This could be past relationships. It can be people just being very malicious to you, hurtful in many ways. And so what you have here is your heart exposed to the world, and the heart being pierced by the world. And, the 3 of Swords is very much a card of, internal and external suffering. So it's almost like if the systems of the world have really beat you down. It talks a lot about a very depressive, deep depressive energy and deep pain that people feel for when things just aren't going their way or manifesting quite as it should. So this marriage is going to take you away from that energy into this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy here of celebration and fun. I mean, take a look at this, right? You've got here just an energy of just, complete and utter happiness, right? You've got the little birds floating around. You've got the mother maiden crone symbol at the bottom, a symbol of for me, it's a symbol of complete power, understanding, enlightenment, and prosperity in many ways when it comes to, mostly for women, but, ultimately for humanity. And I just feel like, with the sunflowers behind, it's a time of celebration, and it's a time to be thankful for the beautiful bounty that you are right now being given and showered with. So you have your friends here, you have your the people that care about you the most enjoying this time with you, where you right here are in complete and utter calamity, right? Chaos, heartbreak. Now you get, you're in complete heartbreak and chaos and calamity. Well, now you get to turn around and enjoy the sunset. There's no more rain. There's no more chaos. There's no more calamity coming your way. Everything is perfect. Everything is blissful. Everything is just gorgeous, and everything is as it should be. So that's what this marriage offers you. That's what this lucky time is talking about. So it looks very much like group number 2. You've experienced that dark night of the soul. You've gone through dark tunnels. You've seen some darkness. You've seen some chaos. There's definitely an energy of like, okay, I've been through so many bad things. I hope that this is rock bottom, because I can't take this. This can't be life. This can't be the meaning of life. You've been through that. You've understood that pain. You've understood that torment. That agonizing pain of crying yourself to sleep, or maybe you start crying and you don't know when you're gonna stop, because it's like a ball of negative emotion that just keeps building and building and building and building. And that dragon of chaos it's almost consuming, right? It consumes you. It's an energy of complete defeat that will be completely turned around. So there's going to be a rebalancing that's going on here of energies. You're going from complete misery to complete happiness. So boy, oh boy. And that's why your spirit animal for this marriage is now is a lucky time, the rabbit spirit. And I don't necessarily say or think that, because of this marriage, you're going to be lifted from this. I feel that maybe there's a maturity that takes place from the time that from feeling this to the point of marriage. There's maturity that's coming your way. But definitely once this marriage comes to you, once you sign that paper, once you say your vows, it's going to be like, luck 2.0, like happiness 2.0. Now you're headed towards true happiness. It's almost like if life is starting anew for you. It's like a new adventure, a new understanding, a new voyage, just something new and beautiful and very dynamic and filled with love and care. And there's so many positive emotions where you were in such a dark place before now, and you're in such a place of light. And it's almost like if, what I see here with these two cards is like you had to experience the bad in order to know what the good looks like, right? And you're going to be able to appreciate the good so much more because you know exactly what that bad looks like, and that darkness and that chaos. And boy, so beautiful. I love it. I really do. Let's talk about your financial situation. So for that, we're going to use the Art Nouveau Tarot. We're just going to talk about finances. We're going to see maybe if there's any advice or just anything in general. We're just shuffling. This is the Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Let's see what we get. Let's see what messages we receive. Okay. So you've got, it's funny, we were talking about the Wheel of Fortune at the beginning when I saw that lucky rabbit. And now we got the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. All right, so Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So there's definitely an energy here of still working and still building something with the Page of Pentacles reversed. So there's definitely going to be one of you is not going to have the resources to perhaps move forward or do something that you want to do. This will lead to a lot of negative talk, a lot of negative just energies around you. But ultimately, you're going to be given something. You're going to be offered some kind of prosperity. So I don't know if this is going to be coming from someone. I don't know if perhaps, this is definitely a promotion, some new breakthrough in your job, a breakthrough with maybe some investment. Just a financial breakthrough at some point, which is why you have this the Wheel of Fortune upright. And it goes hand in hand with the lucky rabbit, right? It goes hand in hand, and it's right under the Three of Cups. So it's almost like if we're still examining this energy of like what was and what will be, right? Right here we've got the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which is just, not having enough money, maybe going through a little bit of suffering, but it almost feels like if this is like a past thing. This is like a past experience, and this is something that you've maybe cried over. It's like life is so difficult. Maybe you've had some problems in your career, some setbacks, and it's led to negative feelings, people talking badly behind your back. It's almost like if this Seven of Swords here, this guy, right? This is the guy that took his swords and stabbed you with them, right? Here in the Three of Swords card, it's like, these swords had to come from somewhere. So it almost looks like if this Seven of Swords is the one that came and stabbed your heart and stabbed you, with his words or their words of maliciousness and bad intent. And it's almost like if, that judgment, that societal judgment really hurt you. So that was a part of the pain. So I very much feel like the whole financial situation is a part of this whole pain and energy of just healing and not, not letting this affect you. So with the Wheel of Fortune upright, it heralds a time of true prosperity. It heralds a time of you receiving your cornucopia. It heralds a time of you getting exactly what you want. The wheel has shifted, and it's now on your side, right? If we would have gotten this reversed, then it would have been a completely different story. We have it upright. So there is a time of true prosperity coming your way. For the wedding, it just depends on what you're doing in your career and obviously where you're at. But I do feel like if you don't have enough money for what you want, it will appear somehow. It could be through a family member, could be through a friend, could be through some kind of loan or bank. But in any case, you're going to be able to have the wedding of your dreams and what it is that you want. You're going to be able to fund it. You're going to be able to just achieve. You're going to have what you want. This Wheel of Fortune is the card of getting what you want, exactly how you want it, leading towards this Three of Cups energy, which is the energy of celebration. It's the energy of fun. It's the energy of being thankful for what you've been given. It's the energy of just knowing that everything is going to be perfectly okay from this point forward. You don't have to worry about anything, right? An energy that is just filled with so much joy. That's the energy that you're headed into. Very beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll talk about family, shall we? We're going to still use the Art Nouveau Tarot, and we are going to talk about family. So let's examine their family. What kind of support will you get from their family? Let's take a look. Maybe what their family is going to think of you, for example, and then we'll discuss timelines of when you'll meet them. Wow. So excellent news here. Their family is going to view you as the page of the Knight of Cups and also the Justice card. I mean, that is beautiful energy here, guys. Beautiful energy here. I mean, you've got essentially what you have here is the cards are telling you, listen, they're going to see you as a beacon of truth, a beacon of just fairness and beauty in many ways. They're going to see you, and when I say beauty, I mean it because we have here the page of Cups, right? So there's beauty with this page. There's just this energy of love and care. So they're going to love you. They're going to really appreciate you. They're going to see the beautiful side of you. There's a youthful exuberance with this Knight of Cups, and I just feel like they're going to see it and they're going to appreciate it. They're going to appreciate you in ways that maybe right now aren't clear because obviously maybe you haven't met this person, but they're going to really appreciate you and they're going to love you and care for you. They're going to provide in many ways, and they're going to see you as fair. So when I mean fair, I mean this is the person that we want for our son or daughter. This is the person that we want for our child. This is the person that we want for them to marry. This person is filled with just such an energy of true love and true care and true prosperity and just, my goodness, we want this person around as much as possible. So there is definitely a strong energy here of them wanting you, of things materializing quickly, with the Justice card and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. All right, so let's examine your friends. Your friends. Let's see what your friends, not your friends, I'm sorry, we're still on family. Your family. What your family is going to feel about this, shall we? Let's see what they're going to say. Wow, look at this. Yes, your family is going to be very supportive. And they're going to be supportive also financially in some ways. I think that they might even provide you with a gift, a financial gift, leading towards this Wheel of Fortune here. So there's definitely an energy of help. There's an energy of, listen, we're going to help you get this done here with your family. You've got here the Knight of Wands. So it's almost like if they're going to view your partner as someone who is energetic, someone who is capable, someone who is always ready for a challenge, someone who will always be victorious, someone who is very illuminating, a leader in many ways, very youthful, very exuberant as well. They just kind of see this person as someone who is worthy of like praise, because there's a sense of authority that comes with them, you know. So they're gonna respect this person very much, and they're gonna work for them as well. And in a sense of like, you know, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that you guys have everything that you need. You know, for example, like they're gonna lend a hand in everything. They're gonna be very supportive. They're gonna be very like, okay, let's work together to achieve something. So they're gonna want to, in many ways, do their own part to make sure that your wedding and your marriage are perfect. Okay, they're going to work very hard and diligently for that. So, interesting. That is what I see, and that is very, very interesting. Very beautiful as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the friends. Let's see. What are their friends going to think, shall we? What are their friends going to think about you? Let's take a look. All right. So it looks like their friends are going to be a bit upset. And I think they're going to be upset because they might be thinking that they're going to lose their friend to you. You know, you've got here the Six of Wands, but reversed. You know, and this card reversed just talks about a person who, this person is kind of coming into town. This person is being a source of happiness for all the people around. All the people around are cheering, and they're happy, and they're putting up their wands, and they're just like celebrating, like, oh my goodness, they're here, woo! That's going to be gone. All right. So it's almost like this energy of like, listen, this person is getting married. We're going to lose them. Like our boy, our girl, they're leaving, right? So there's going to be like this energy of like being a bit upset because they don't want to let them go, you know. But they, you know, there's an energy of like understanding. There's an energy of knowing that it has to happen. But it's just to them, you know, because we as people, we're very selfish. Like a lot of us are very self-centered, right? And especially friends, you know, with other friends, you know, sometimes there's a sense of self-centeredness, you know. It's like, okay, but what about, when are we going to hang out? When are we going to, you know, it's fine. You can do it now with a partner. And sometimes it's hard to be able to kind of go in and do, and be the same thing and talk about the same things. If you know, if you invite a new energy into the group. So there's this sense of like not wanting to change from what they had. All right. So let's see your friends. What are your friends going to think about this? What are your friends going to think about this, group number 2? My goodness. You two are going to have some weird friends. So you've got here the Queen of Swords reversed. Your friends, for some reason, it's a different kind of energy. Where here, their friends were upset because their hero, their person is leaving, right? Here, it's almost like if your friends are just upset because they can't have what you have, you know? It's like an energy of almost like hate. It's an energy of jealousy. There's some jealousy going on here with this Queen of Swords reversed. You know, sometimes when it comes to a friend, we don't want them to excel past what we excel. It's like sometimes, even though we call someone a friend, there's always an energy of competition, right? There's always an energy of like, oh man, I want to, if somebody gets married in the group, it better be me first, right? There's always that going on, even though no one says it and everyone pretends like we're going to support you, we're going to love you, we're going to care for you. Oh my goodness, yeah, I want what's best for you. Under the surface, there's always that energy of, I better be the first one to get married, right? So it's almost like if that is going to be going on, maybe your luck, your greatness, your prosperity, your happiness is somehow getting in the way of like this person's prosperity and happiness, and they wish that they can have it, but they don't. So it's like now they have to witness you, their friend, go through this beautiful experience, and they just have to like, you know, be on the side all happy. But really there's an energy of, I want that. I want that so badly and I can't have it, right? Interestingly enough, Group number one had the same thing going on with their friends. So maybe this is just a theme. If you were drawn to group number one, go ahead and watch group number one as well. If you were drawn to it, only if you were drawn to it, because this is the exact same thing that happened with group number one. But anyways, there's just this energy of just, hating. There's this energy of maybe even not being as supportive as you would want them to be. So this might be a bit of a shadow here. Beautiful reading. Okay, gorgeous reading. I love your reading. But there's a little bit of a shadow here, and that shadow is your friends. And this shadow is their friends. So, I'm getting this energy here of almost like you two letting go of those friends. And I know that might be difficult to hear, but it's almost like if your life is starting new. It's like everything is just being broken down, the structures are being built up, and maybe some of these friends are going to fall off. Sometimes you just don't need certain people in your life. That might be difficult to hear for some of you guys, for some of you seekers. Obviously this is a general reading, so take what resonates, but ultimately that is what the cards are showing me here. These friends, they're very self-centered. They care about themselves, and you getting married or them getting married, it's gonna put a dent on their plans, right? I guess their plans for fun or whatever it is they were doing together. It's gonna put a bit of a dent, or maybe it's just an energy of jealousy. That's ultimately what I feel, and there is some of that going on here as well. But very different energies here between these friends. All right, so now we're going to talk about timelines. We're going to try and figure out, when will you marry? So let's go ahead. What I like to do is I like to pull 3 cards, add up the numbers, and that's going to give us a timeline of when you will meet this person. So let's go ahead and shuffle, throw, and let's take a look and see when this will happen. So we have got here, let's see. Wow, you have got 14 months. Interesting. So, 14 months can go by pretty quickly. Ultimately, 14 months is not a very long time, especially for marriage. You've got the Emperor, you've got the 5 of Swords, and you got the 5 of Cups. Now, this is a general reading, and a lot of people are watching this, so the timelines are different for everyone. But I feel that for some of you, it's going to take 14 months not to marry, but to actually find the person that you're going to marry. So within 14 months, you're going to find that person. No more than that. For some of you that are maybe in a relationship right now, that's the time that it's going to take for you to, for this person to propose. And then for others, this is in actuality how long it's going to take for this person to propose once you meet them. And that's perfectly normal. Listen, I got married after 10 months, all right, of meeting my person. So it may seem like it's weird and strange and, wow, that's too short. Listen, I've been married 10 years. It's funny. I've been married 10 years, and it took me 10 months to propose. So it happens quickly, all right? It happens quickly. For some people, it can happen pretty quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. I want to now throw some oracle cards, and we're gonna use these oracle cards almost like advice cards. We're gonna see what spirit wants you to maybe know, or what spirit would like for you to potentially do or focus on during these times. Sorry about that. I just fixed the board there. So let's go ahead and shuffle, and let's see what we get. Spirit, talk to us. What advice do you have? Wish. Okay. Oh my. Spirit wants you to make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so group number 2. Listen, Spirit wants you to pray. Spirit wants you to ask something. It has to be a verbal thing, all right? You have to bring it into existence. You have to ask it of the universe. You have to ask Spirit for it, and then you have to just watch it materialize. Now, the fact that there's a dandelion involved tells me that there's going to be like another process to it. So perhaps some of you are going to need to get into the spirit of it. You know, for some people, it's as easy as just, you know, going under a deep meditative state. For others, maybe you need a little more. Maybe you need to go somewhere near a body of water, somewhere relaxing. For others, it can be as simple as just, you know, taking a bath, you know, and just sitting there in that warm water, maybe with some salt inside of the water. I forget the name of that salt. My goodness. Anyways, there's the salt that they sell to put in bathtubs, you know, but it's so relaxing. But anyways, anything that'll get you into this like relaxing state, whatever process you go through to connect, do it. And when you're in that kind of meditative state, that tranquil, relaxing state, make your wish. What do you want? You know, what do you want? Group number 2. Ask for it. Demand it. Connect with spirit. All right. All right. So, and this could also, you know, focus in on like, you know, this money situation here. Maybe you're right now still working through this situation where maybe you don't have the money that you wish that you had to bring all of these things into existence quicker. So if that's the case, you know, ask for it, right? Like try and bring it into existence. Spirit is telling you, listen, you're headed towards a time of great luck. You can start asking for things. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle. We're going to throw another oracle card. Water. Okay, Spirit is trying to give you a little more insight. Group number 2, you've got water here. There we go. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Boom. Didn't I say water? I did say water, right? Go near a body of water. Take a bath. Right? I spend like 5 minutes on the bath, right? So water. For some reason, water is very important. Spirit wants you to just connect with them through water. Spirit wants to speak with you. So really do this. You know, maybe go to the ocean, lake, you know, wherever you feel like Spirit is calling you and just kind of like pulling you towards, go. Could be as easy as your bathtub. All right. Doesn't have to be so, you know, lucrative. Water. Let's throw more oracle cards. Let's see what the Whispers of Love is here to tell us. The heart of the matter. See this. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Ooh, I like this card. And I like this card because it's a card of like taking you from a sense of like, listen, this is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be. Okay. Nothing's going to change. People got married in that same spot. You know, my family did this. My family did that. Right. We like to put ourselves in boxes many times. So with this card, there's no such thing as a box, right? So what you have here is a scene of just a cornucopia of everything that you can possibly imagine. I mean, you've got a lion, or you've got a tiger, you've got a peacock, you've got a unicorn, you've got magic, you've got a big castle, you've got beautiful flowers, you have food like you couldn't believe. You have Spirit showering you with blessings. You have geese. You have a monkey in there. So you have children. This is a scene of anything that you can possibly imagine coming into reality. It manifesting for you. So it's almost like if Spirit is telling you, listen, when you make your wish, don't be too shyish. Okay. Don't think that. Don't think that I can't actually bring this into existence, or at the very least, make an attempt, right? Don't think that you asking for the best possible outcome is not within the realm of possibility. So there's a sense here of dream and dream big, and understand that there's definitely an energy of like, things materializing for you in a way that maybe you didn't think it was going to materialize for you. But ultimately, that's what ends up happening. All right. So just an energy of making sure that your ambitions are high. So once you are married, maybe if you want a certain something, a certain house, a certain life, a certain career, certain whatever, ask for it, demand it, believe it, and then watch it happen. All right. So let's see what more advice Spirit has for us. So we have here the Oracle of the Unicorn. Let's see what the Oracle of the Unicorn wants to tell you. Receive. My goodness. There's so much synchronicity in your reading group number 2. Are you kidding me? Receive. So be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Bam, 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 bam. Yes. So, I picked it up from the very beginning of the reading with the Wheel of Fortune, the Rabbit Spirit. And then, we saw here maybe a little bit of troubles when it comes to money. And then, just you, for some reason, I kept seeing you receiving something of true value. And you will. It's coming for you. So now we have here the Oracle of the Unicorn deck, pretty much telling you, listen, you're going to receive something truly great, truly phenomenal. It's going to blow your mind. All right. It's going to leave you feeling very happy. You just have to receive it. You have to be willing to say, I want it, grab it, make it yours, right? Don't shy away from it. That is yours. This is your destiny. Destiny. So you will obtain it, right? You're headed towards this. Spirit wants you to ask for it, though. You got to birth it into existence, You got to demand it. Not demand it. I'm being a little too harsh here. But you have to ask for it. You have to connect with Spirit. You have to just talk with Spirit, be very, so for me, I'm just going to share my experience. For me, whenever I talk to Spirit, it's almost therapeutic in nature. I see Spirit as a parent, someone who really cares for us, and a parent is never going to, a true parent, a parent that's stable, will never turn away a child. All right. The parent is there to help them through the process, through life. So speak to Spirit as if you were a 5-year-old and you were speaking to your parent, or a 10-year-old and you were speaking to your parent, right? Ask for things. Ask, and understand that Spirit wants to help you. As long as you and your intentions are good, as long as you want what's best for you, your family, humanity as a whole, there is an energy of blessing. Spirit wants to work with you. Spirit wants to give you that blessing. Spirit wants to provide that just energy of manifestation. And Spirit wants to show you how it can be done. So make the wish, right? Spirit is telling you to do it near a body of water. So there's more there. For some reason, you maybe get in a certain state of mind near water. We are made up of water. So there's definitely something with water. It's like you're reconnecting with the Spirit and the essence of life on this planet. So there's something to that with that Spirit would like for you to examine a little deeper. Think big, right? Dream big. And then when you dream big and you ask big, expect that you're going to receive it, right? Don't just be like, oh, all right, that was a nice little exercise. No. It's not little, it's big. Expect it. Believe it. You're walking in it. You're manifesting it. Visualize it. It's yours, okay? Very important there. All right, it is time, group number 2, it is time to reveal your key. Boom, 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 boom. I should put sound effects, but I like to provide the sound effects myself, so I'm weird like that, people. So you have a key, and this key is a key that Spirit wants to give you for when you go into this marriage. This is just a key that's going to help you unlock a very important door. This is mostly a message from your spirit guide. All right, so this is kind of the spirit guide that's working with you right now, that wants to provide this to you. All right, let's go ahead and reveal it. Your spirit guide that has come to talk to you today is graciousness. I have come to tell you that there is nothing in you that is unworthy of love or of reverence. The very things you think you should hide or get rid of are exactly what need to be seen, felt, and expressed. Push nothing away. Transparency is the ultimate path towards grace. Be unwaveringly gracious towards every part of yourself every feeling, every painful experience. By honoring all that is within you, you will experience the poetry and music of even the most agonizing moments. You will naturally find yourself being gracious toward others, touching their emotions, hearts, and souls with the milk of human kindness, and they will bloom in your presence. At your core, you are a gloriously unique manifestation of grace. Honor your suffering, and you will discover your gift to the world. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful, right? Beautiful message from your spirit guide. I love it. And that, group number 2, brings us to the very end of your reading. All right? I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Give me a like. That helps a lot. Also, visit the Etsy shop, seekers. Visit the Etsy shop. I have private readings that I'm offering there. Those private readings are below market value. I like it that way. I get to work with many different people. A lot of you have told me that you like those prices. So I've been hesitant to change them, even though the demand has been incredibly high. But I've been hesitant to change them because I know that you seekers enjoy that price point. But, the quality is there. I've got a 5-star rating on Etsy. Go to the Etsy shop and check out the reviews. You're going to be able to see the reviews there. And every single one of them has been brimming. It's been, thank you. Thank you for those reviews, seekers. They really help. Thank you for leaving those reviews, those comments. Thank you. It's helped me move forward in my own personal life. And I love doing this. This is my calling. I really enjoy it. So I want to thank every single one of the people that have already placed your private readings. Thank you for the donations that you've left. Those donations help tremendously. Let me know if you have any questions. I know that some of you aren't familiar with the Etsy platform. Maybe you're not comfortable, so let me know. Maybe we can, do it through a different software, whatever you think works best for you. Etsy is very secure, which is why I like it. So let me know. Send me a message. Also leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any pick a card ideas. Write hashtag pick a card, and that way I can add your idea to the pick a card queue, and I can do a pick a card reading on it. Okay, so I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. Also, if you like any of the cards that you see here, tarot decks or just oracle cards, you'll be able to find the link in the description as well. So just in case. Thank you once again, group number 2, and bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome. All right, let's get started. So, group number 3, we today are going to try and answer the question, when will you marry? We're going to go into great detail, and I'm going to provide you as much information as I can. Now, I want to also remind you, there is a key looming. Okay, so there is a key that I am going to present to you at the very end of the reading. This is a message from your spirit guides. This is a message from spirit. This is something that is going to help you unlock a very important door in your life. All right, so I'm going to leave this key towards the very end. We are not going to reveal this now. We're going to get started with your reading. And in front of you, what we have is a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So we're going to try and figure out what your spirit animal is. Let's take a look. You have Fox Spirit. My. You have the Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. Very interesting. So the animal spirit of your marriage is the fox. It is Fox Spirit. And, this card is very interesting. And the fox is very interesting because whenever you see a fox, you think, oh my goodness, there's that clever fox, right? It represents cleverness. It represents wittiness. It represents an understanding of what's going on around them. It represents, going through obstacles easily and swiftly. There's just an energy of cleverness with this fox. So It's almost like if your marriage will be kind of blessed with this cleverness. You guys are going to be able to get through obstacles pretty easily. You're going to be able to take advantage of situations that present themselves to you. So this is a very advantageous time for you and for your spouse, your future spouse. There's just a very strong energy here of just receiving what you want through your mind, through your cleverness, through your wit. This is a very witty card, and boy, oh boy, very interesting. So let's go ahead and put it aside, and we are going to throw more cards. We are going to start with the Star Tarot. We're going to start with the Star Tarot. We're going to shuffle first. I'm just going to throw 2 of these cards, and I want to just get maybe a little general sense of what's going on with this marriage and how this fox spirit is going to really be a part of your marriage. Let's see. Yes, that one makes perfect sense. So you have got here, it looks like you're going to marry a very clever person, group number 3. And you yourself are very clever. You are a problem solver. You're someone who, you're a professional in every sense of the word. The person that you are going to marry is extremely intelligent, extremely clever. They come to us as the King of Swords, right? So, I mean, look at this king, right? This king is magnificent. This king is ready to take on the world. This king has the crown of victory, the crown of life. His throne is made of eagles, just higher vision, higher learning, knowledge, understanding, an energy of just taking over, an energy of just knowing certain very deep things about the universe and life. This is a person that just navigates through life very graciously, and they're just so intelligent and astute and capable and willing and able. And boy, there's just, the King of Swords is very much the ultimate pinnacle of knowledge, right, and understanding. And it's made more, how can I say this? It's exemplified even more by the Ace of Swords, right? So, I'm just looking for some general information, and I got 2 swords. One of them is the pinnacle of intelligence in the King of Swords, and then the other one is the very beginning of it, the Ace of Swords. So it's the king and his sword. This is phenomenal. This relationship is very much about problem solving. It's about getting everything that you want in life. I feel like you both are just so intelligent that you will achieve in whatever it is that's presented to you. You will be victorious no matter what. You're both very good with your words. You're very cunning. You're very, so there's that key word again, right? Cunning. You have the fox spirit, so you're good with words. One of you is going to be very good with language. I wouldn't be surprised if you have some kind of following. If the person that you're going to marry has a following, there's some kind of maybe even like, celebrity, or at the very least, they're a professional and they make a good amount of money. This is going to help propel you guys forward into what is next in your life. It's going to help in so many infinite ways. I mean, this is just a marriage of achievers. Okay, this is an energy of achievement. Like, you guys are going to rock in every sense of the word. You will do very well together. All right. Now let's talk about finances. Let's see if we can pick up on anything with finances. We're going to use the Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Let's go ahead and take a look and see. All right, so let's take a look. Yep, you guys are going to use that cleverness to make a good amount of money. So we have here more swords. I mean, boy, this is brittle with swords. We've got 4 swords and the 8 of Cups reverse. So, when I look at these cards, I get the feeling that perhaps for you, the person watching this, The money might have been an issue or might be an issue. It's like you're struggling because maybe you don't have the resources right now to get to where you want to be. It could be that maybe you're just starting out, or there's an energy here of just learning a new skill, understanding certain hard topics, and then using that knowledge to just go out into the world and be successful. You've got here the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is able to take the skills that has been given to him and that he's learned, and he's able to apply it very graciously. And now he stands above other people, and he's able to just be able to just get what he wants out of the world, and no one is going to come and take what is his. So there's an energy here financially in the marriage of work, dedication, leading towards success. And you've got the Eight of Cups reversed also, because there's been negative emotions that have come with finances. So perhaps it has been a problem early on in your life. Perhaps it's been a problem early on in the life of your King of Swords over there. Ultimately, excuse me. Ultimately, I feel like the Eight of Cups reverse tells you that this energy of feeling like you don't have enough, or maybe feeling like it's not going to be okay, or you have to do something differently, or you have to take on a different approach. It's all coming to an end. So this emotional turbulence is coming to an end with your money. This inability for you to reach the other side of a project or a situation, it's going to come to an end. Perhaps you've been restricted in many ways because you just don't have that financial backing to rely on. And this is going to come to an end with this marriage, and you're very much going to adapt the energy of this Knight of Swords. So very interesting. Let's talk about parents. Let's talk about the parents. All right. Let's go ahead and start with your spouse's parents. Let's see what they think of you, what they're going to think of you. All right. So, for some reason, I'm seeing whether you got the Four of Cups upright and you've got the Sun reversed. Now, it's very difficult to find anything negative when it comes to the Sun. So whenever I get the Sun, even if it's reversed, it's almost like, okay, it's not really that bad. It's not really signaling unhappiness and just a horrifying experience. But there is definitely an emphasis on just some kind of shadow. And I feel that shadow is just this sense of like letting go of their little one, maybe letting go of their son or daughter. The fact that you've got the four of cups here just gives me the energy of these parents, of this family. It's like they feel a little down, even though they're being shown that you are good. It's like you're going to do everything to show them, look at this cup. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Don't worry. There's more cups here. They're like, the parents aren't going to see that. They're almost going to feel like they're losing that other person. They're like, maybe they're going to feel like maybe you guys are going to want to do something where you're moving from state, or maybe you're, this person is going to be moving out, and there's just a lot of change that's going to occur once your marriage comes to fruition, right? And for some reason, they're just not going to really be 100%, happy about this. There's just a sense of a little bit of dread, a little bit of like, oh man, I don't feel too happy. It has nothing to do with you. The fact that we've got this Four of Cups here, I feel that cup that's being presented to the parents is you. And it's almost like if, this person, these parents, they know that you're good. They know that you're great. They know that this needs to happen, but there's still this energy of, oh my goodness, it's happening, So there's a little sadness that's going on here. There is a little sadness. Okay, group number 3. So let's see what your parents are gonna think about this whole thing. Let's see what your parents are going to think about this marriage, shall we? We are shuffling the Art Nouveau Tarot, and we are going to figure this out. Okay. Well, interesting set of cards here with your parents, group 3. So you've got here the 5 of Pentacles reversed, and then you've got the 3 of Wands upright. So, all right, for some of you, okay, this is for some of you. Please take what resonates, all right? For some of you, your parents are going to feel like this is the beginning of something truly wonderful in their lives. And one of the main reasons is because they're going to be able to lend a helping hand, like charity. They're going to be able to help you in a way where you'll be able to just take off on your own, right? So what I'm trying to say is that they're going to be happy that you are now moving on with your life. They're going to be happy that you are now a grown person, that you are able to make your own decisions, that you are going and leaving, that you are, maybe a lot of you, again, take what resonates, some of you are living with your parents still, and they're going to be happy to send you off. They're going to be happy that you are now being wed, and that responsibility is just kind of leaving them, so they're kind of happy about that. Maybe they have plans for your room, joking. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that they're going to be happy that you're kind of finding your footing in life, right? So you've got here the 3 of Wands, and you have here the seeker or the merchant looking off into the distance, right? And what he's waiting for is his ships to come in. He's waiting for a shipment, and all the investment and all the hard work and all of the things that have been done, all of the hard work and sacrifice that have been put into this, all the charity. It's all coming to an end. It's like a culmination of like a send-off. It's like our duties are done. Here we go. Great, beautiful, So there's just an energy of like, okay, this is what's next in life. This is what society dictates is normal. This is what needs to happen. I'm so happy that it's happening. Bye-bye. Right? So it's kind of like the attitude or the kind of like the overarching energy that's going to be present with your parents, group number 3, what they're going to think of this. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the friends, shall we? So I'm going to shuffle. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for this. And I am going to shuffle, and we're going to talk about friends. We're just going to throw one card for the friends, though. Just one card. And let's see what the friends think about this, shall we? Oh, wow. So your spouse's friends are going to feel truly happy, to the point where it's almost like if they feel like they're going to be able to lead or influence the situation in some way. But ultimately, they're going to be happy to know that the person that they care about is with you. So you've got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, when it comes to a friendship, it just means that they're going to be extremely supportive. They're going to take on a role of support, leadership. They're going to take on a role of just the ultimate friend, really. I mean, the King of Wands is a very dynamic card to get in a friendship reading, to be quite honest with you. I mean, this is like the best friend that you can possibly have. The King of Wands is a leader. The King of Wands is an achiever. The King of Wands goes after exactly what he wants. The King of Wands doesn't yield for anyone. The King of Wands is dynamic in every sense of the word. So when you get it in a reading like this, it's like your spouse's friends are going to be there. They're going to be present. They're going to be helpful. They're going to be caring. They're just going to provide and be anything that you want them to be, and your spouse's your spouse wants them to be. So very interesting energy, very interesting card to get in a friendship reading. Love it. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle. And let's see what your friends, group number 3, time to see what your friends think about this, huh? Let's see what your friends are thinking. You two have good friends. All right. Let me tell you, group 1 and 2, those friends were dreadful, man. Oof, jealousy, so many other things. But your friends are good friends. Okay, you guys picked the friends. And you know what's funny? The parents were completely different from your reading, you know. So it's like it's reversed, you know. Here the friends are terrific. The parents are, you know, there's a little bit of a lackluster kind of energy, but the friends are terrific. And in the other readings, it was the complete opposite. It's hilarious. But anyways, your friends are going to be as supportive as any friend can be. It's like you're going to inspire them to be the best version of themselves. All right, your friends are going to be like the ones that are going to call you. It's like, did you do this? Did you do that? Have you done this? It's like, I see your wedding day, you completely like involved with all your friends, and your friends are helping you and getting this for you and listening to you and understanding you, offering a helping hand, you know, in any possible way. Such a supportive energy here with your friends. Man, oh man. Very interesting. So yeah, I mean, you guys got very good friends, I gotta say. Your spouse knows how to pick them too. So very good. I like this. You know, when I look at readings like this, I wonder if the reason why you know how to pick these wonderful friends is because of the parents, you know? Interesting. And then in the other readings, it was the opposite. But anyways, that's just me internalizing because I'm a big tarot enthusiast and I'm interested. But it's interesting, you know, with all of these. If you felt drawn to any of the other two groups, go ahead and watch one of them so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, ultimately, you know, this is the energy that I'm feeling here with your friends. Ace of Swords, King of Wands. Just truly beautiful friends, very supportive. I almost feel like if these friends are going to get together and just help in every single way and make it happen, you know, if like these are like your support structures. If you need something, if you need a helping hand, a true helping hand to lift you up from whatever calamity or whatever problem you're having or facing, your friends are the ones that are going to come and help you. And you know what? I just realized you have fox spirit. You're clever, right? You're witty and clever. So you know how to pick friends. All right, this is your energy. This is your animal spirit. So obviously you know how to pick friends. You know the people that are good. You just understand a little bit more. It's like you have the eye for people. You know this. You know how to pick them. And your spouse is exactly the same way. They know how to pick them. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Enough with my, with my curiosity here. Let's move on. This is about you. All right, so the next question that we're going to answer is the timelines. Yes, the timelines. So what I like to do with timelines is I like to throw 3 cards and then just add up the numbers that I get. And that is going to be the timeline of when you will be married. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to marry this person at this time. It could mean that you're going to meet them during this time. Let's take a look. All right, so I have the cards. Let me take a look at them. Okay. All right, so it looks like this is going to be about 35 months. 35 months, seekers. I know it seems like a long time, 35 months. It's a little over 2 years for marriage. Now, you know, for some of you, you're going to meet this person sooner. Some of you will meet this person within 5 months. Some of you will meet this person within 10 months. Others, 14 months. But marriage, actual marriage, won't take place until about 2.5 years from now. So, respectable timeline for marriage, but you're more than likely going to meet them before that. And then there's going to be that time where you will, you know, just get to know this person, and your energies will intertwine quite much so. I mean, you guys seem like, I got to tell you, your energy and the cards that we've gotten so far, you're very intertwined together. It's like you guys are perfect for each other. You guys are going to have a lot in common. This marriage is going to have a lot in common. And Interesting. All right. You're two foxes. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. We're going to start with the oracle cards, and we're going to try and pick up on messages that Spirit might have for you and your marriage. So let's take a look. We're going to shuffle, and we're going to start with the Whispering Woods oracle deck. Learn. Okay. So the first message out from Spirit is learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser in the day. Oof. All right, so, this could just be talking about right now what you need to do, what things need to be done. You are obviously a very clever person. You are being represented here by the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So you have a keen mind, and you can pick up on things really easily. So Spirit wants you to really use those talents to its optimal usage. You have to learn, you have to gain knowledge and understanding. So learn about things, learn about, maybe you can learn about processes, or maybe you can just learn about something that you really wanted to in your career. There's a sense here, one of the things that I'm seeing here that maybe you can start from now is your career, your money. So how can you make more money? How can you gain more skills? This Page of Swords, remember how I was talking to you about him gaining the skills necessary to be able to vanquish any darkness? Well, this card right now here is kind of talking about this energy of like, listen, gain more skills, gain more understanding, work on your dreams, work on your ambitions. Do you have a project? Do you have a goal? Do you know what you want to do? Do you want to have a following? Do you want to be prosperous? What do you want to do with your life? So there's many questions that you need to ask yourself, because once this marriage comes, there has to be some kind of foundation that you've built financially to be able to get to this place much easier. Ultimately, I feel like you might get some charity from your parents. Group number 3, the 5 of Pentacles reversed does talk about charity. So I do feel like maybe you're going to get some charity from your parents. So, it's not going to be so much as like the wedding and you not having what it is that you need. It obviously take what resonates, please. This is a general reading. So take what resonates. There's a lot of people watching. So if your parents are not present, or if that's not readily available, then you will get some charity from another place. It doesn't have to be parents, but ultimately this charity card came in a reading about parents, so that's why I'm saying that. But learn, gain skills, understanding, know why things happen. Learn. If your dream is to be an entrepreneur, learn everything you can about your business. Be a professional in your business, and you will flourish, you will be successful, and you will be wiser because of it. All right, so let's continue with the oracle cards. I'm going to throw now a card from the Making Magic Oracle deck, the little minis. We have our card. Achievement. Oh, yes. Win the award, accolade, or contract. Bam. So now we have immediate confirmation of why you need to gain these skills, right? This is Spirit telling you. And you know why? Because you have some kind of an award coming. You have some kind of contract that's going to be presented to you. And it's important for you to just do as much as you can right now to try and get to this place. All right? Try and achieve as much as you can, so that you can truly flourish, all right, and be everything that you want to be. All right, so let's continue with the oracle cards. We're going to throw a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and shuffle. And see what we got here. If it wants to come out, here we go. Relationship patterns. Interesting. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Okay, so this card is pretty much talking about relationships and the different patterns that the relationship can take. And, it takes strength to recognize the need for change. So what this card is essentially telling you about this marriage is that, never, don't feel stuck. If there's ever a sense, let me fix the board. If there's ever a time when you might feel stuck, or you might feel like things are headed in the wrong way, try to change the dynamics of what you're doing. Try to change that energy of boredom. Fox energy is very excitable. You know, Fox energy is just the kind of energy that wants to go places, wants to experience new things. You know, they don't like to feel stuck. They don't like to be caged. You know, Fox spirit is very, very dynamic, right? There's fire with the Fox. So don't fall into like negative patterns in the relationship. Don't fall into this maybe sense of nihilism or sense of dread or boredom. You know, don't let certain emotions rule you. That would maybe get in the way of your relationship and your happiness and the goals and just the different things that you have set out to achieve. Don't let negative energies or boredom bring the relationship down. All right. So, and another thing, you know, perhaps there's going to be a desire from your spouse, or maybe there's going to be a little dread that things are changing quickly. You know, I do feel like something is going to be decided with you, group number 3, that's pretty big. I don't know if this is like a move to another state. I don't know if it's a move to another country. But for some reason, all right, the parents are just a bit sad. I mean, they're sad. So there's a reason why they're sad, right? It's not just because whatever. They're sad for a reason. So it's important for you to analyze why there's this energy of sadness with the parents. And I feel like there's going to be a sense of change. And maybe there's going to be a desire from your future spouse to not want to change. They don't want to change. Maybe they feel bad that they're doing this, right? But maybe you want it. So present the reasons of why it's beneficial, and accept that it's going to happen. Move on with the relationship. That's all you can do. All right. So let's go ahead and throw an oracle card from the Oracle of the Unicorn. Let's just throw one. Polarity. Okay, so we've got here polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Interesting. So that's a card that's pretty difficult to understand, right? And it's very difficult to apply to situations because only you can truly connect with this card and say, I understand it. And the reason why is because the message of this card is, listen, you can't have the good times without the bad times. You have to understand the light and you have to understand the dark. You have to understand both aspects of light, the shadow and the light. So, you know, maybe examine what's going on in your life. Examine where polarity is really taking place. You know, examine what good has come from the bad and what bad has come from the good, and really try to find a more balanced approach. Okay. Now we've made it to the very end of your reading, group number 3. And you know what that means? That means we have a key to show. A key. Now this is going to be a message from your spirit guides, okay? A message from your spirit guides. Let's see what spirit guide came to meet us today. Who is this? Hello? Oh, diplomacy. Hello, diplomacy. Now, diplomacy has a message for you, group number 3. I am here to invite you to drop your defenses. Let down your guard. Stop fighting against your own humanity by refusing to see, feel, and accept your inner demons. There is a way to calm emotional waters in your intimate relationships and in the world without repressing or avoiding the truth. There is a way to dissolve seemingly unsurmountable barriers to peace, to know precisely when it's time to act, when it's time to speak, and how to speak powerfully, yet from the heart. The true path of peace and diplomacy requires that you fearlessly look at the embrace your own weaknesses. Don't protect yourself from your deepest emotions, and you will find that your timing, communication, and relationships will improve. Naturally, others will want to confide in you, and you will sense just what is needed, even in the most emotionally volatile situations. Your very presence can have the power to shift the energy of a room or a relationship from one of conflict to peace. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful message from your spirit guides, group number 3. Beautiful. That brings us to the very end of the reading. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a like. Subscribe. Also, please don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, Seekers. I have an Etsy shop. I plan on adding more items, but right now I'm offering private readings at a very discounted rate, by the way. They're below market value, but I don't sacrifice on quality. I have a 5-star rating on Etsy, and the feedback I've received has been tremendous. So I encourage you to click on the link below, check out the Etsy shop, and just go through the reviews and see what people are saying. Everyone loves those private readings. The quality is there, and I love doing them. So go to the Etsy shop. If you have any questions, let me know below. I want to hear from you, Seekers. I want to know if you have any questions for me. Thank you so much. Also, these cards that you see in front of you, you'll find the links to them below. If there's any deck that you like, you'll find the links to them below. I thank you so much. Thank you, Seekers, for the donations that you've left me. Those donations mean a lot. They help me grow the channel, reinvest into these cards. It helps. So thank you so much, Seekers. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome. All right, today we are going to try and answer the question, when will you marry? And this is going to be just as I'm going to provide you with as much detail as I possibly can. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about friends, just the wedding in general. Now, I am going to reveal to you at the end of the reading your key. We have a key in this reading, group number 4. This is a key for you to unlock an important door in your marriage. I'm not going to show it to you now. It's going to be at the end of the reading. So stay tuned towards the very end so that we can unlock your key. That is a message from your spirit guides, by the way. Now, the first thing that we're going to unlock is your spirit animal. So in front of you, you have a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Let's see what your spirit animal is for this marriage. Wow, you've got wolf, the wolf spirit. Yes, I love wolves. It's one of my favorite animals. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Wolf energy. Wow. So, when I look at this wolf, I just get a sense of this just majestic energy, right? Also, I get the sense of loyalty, pack. I see you and your family being together, your future spouse being loyal, you being loyal. I see you both putting a lot of dedication and attention to your children, your elders, your family members. I see a strong sense of family with this wolf. Also, wolf energy is very, at the same time, it's also very powerful. And when I mean powerful, I mean they're able to go out into the world and truly obtain what it is that they want, and they've done this because they're incredibly smart creatures, incredibly good hunters. So there's nothing that the wolf can't do if it puts its mind to it. They're dominant, they're definitely a sight to behold, when they're hunting, when they're out in the world doing what they need to do. So this is the animal spirit for you, group number 4. This is a very beautiful, strong, powerful, dynamic kind of animal to represent your marriage. I see you both defending each other, no matter what, defending your marriage. You're both going to be very, very, very keen to outside influences or energies that maybe would damage your family unit. So very, very, very beautiful, just gorgeous animal spirit. Let's go ahead and put more cards around this one and take a look and see what else we get. So we're going to start with the Star Tarot deck. We're going to throw just 2 Star Tarot cards. I just want to get a stronger feeling of what this wolf spirit really represents. What this marriage is going to be about. Wow. All right. right, you've got the Star. Very nice card just to talk in general about a marriage. You've got the Star, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So, wow. All right, so let's dig in. So we'll start with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is in this portrayal of the Knight of Pentacles. What you have here essentially is a shaman, right? And this shaman has come to the water's edge. There's just beautiful crystals all over the place. A symbol of clarity, a symbol of peace, stability, just a symbol of true harmony. And then, you have this beautiful companion, his animal spirit that has come and is drinking from the water. And the shaman is kind of showing his great work, what he's done in this world, what he's accomplished. He's got on a beautiful gold armor, a symbol of no one can take me down, that I am powerful and I'm able to do what I want to do. You've got here the representation of that work. That's the work of ages, the work of just, being able to go into the darkness and the shadows and bring back people from those horrible places. And then, he's got the red ruby in his head. So it's a symbol of wisdom, power, authority. And you can see here that he's being he's being given messages from the great beyond. So what this means is, when we tie it together with the wolf spirit, what it means is that your marriage will guide people. Not only, this marriage isn't only about the two of you. There's other people involved. I feel like there's work that you both are going to do that are going to impact other people's lives in a very positive way. And you're going to do it together. It's not that this person is going to go off to work and you're going to go off to work and you're going to do the best you can and then come home. It's almost like if you both are going to get together and really be something truly extraordinary for your family members, your friends, but also for your community. This is the kind of energy that I'm getting. It's like very warrior-like spirit for the two of you in this marriage. With the Star, what I see with the Star in this marriage is kind of the same thing that I see in the Knight of Pentacles. People that are willing to help others and guide them, but on a more majestic level, on a more spiritual level. So the Star is the ultimate sign of guidance. You've got here a star showing the way, right? And then you have the representation of spirit, and it's kind of you being shown the way to this beautiful oasis, this beautiful water, this cleansing water. This is the water of life, the water that's going to give you peace, prosperity. It's going to give you a calm mind, and it's going to help in in general, and in every aspect of your life. You've been led to this, right? You've been led by the Star. And what's going to be promised to you if you step into that water is complete transformation, right? Which is why you see the butterflies here all around. Butterfly, symbol of transformation. So you're going to be in many ways a leader, in your community. You're going to be a leader. And a community nowadays can be anything. I mean, you can be a leader in a community online, right? You can have a community digitally. So maybe you two are going to start a channel together, for example. You're both going to talk to people. You're both going to put your talents to good use, help people, guide people, assist them with whatever problems they may be facing. But let's not forget who the wolf is, right? The wolf energy is, even though they're for their people, even though they want to build a community and help and they want to be everything for others, don't mess with the wolf. All right? Don't mess with the wolf. The wolf will defend his position or her position. The wolf will rip to shreds anyone that would dare come into the family and hurt anyone. So the wolf is very much a powerful being inside and outside. And this is what your marriage is going to be like. It is going to be a marriage of guidance for other people, uplifting other people, showing other people certain ways of living. Very, very powerful marriage, I feel, with this group number 4. So let's go ahead and throw more cards. Now, I want to talk about finances. I've been talking about finances with every group. I guess finances, leading up to the wedding, finances in general, like how are things going to be when it comes to money? Money is very important, right? Without money you can't do a lot. That is the unfortunate part, but hey, it can be a blessing, all right? It can be a blessing. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the cards tell us about your money situation. Yes. Woo. Finally. So I'm saying that because the first three groups, there was always something, with the money. It was generally a positive and good to look forward to, but there was always some kind of shadow surrounding money. And that's understandable. We live in very interesting times, right? But anyways, you're not going to have any problems here. I mean, what I'm seeing here, you got the Fool, you've got the Four of Cups reverse, and then you've got the Six of Wands. You guys are going to do very well with money. So more than likely, and you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is also very, very good with money. Borderline, I mean, I don't want to say rich because I'm not saying that they're rich, but they do have money. Money's not a problem. Okay, they can afford the life that they want, essentially. So perhaps your spouse is that Knight of Pentacles, right? And this person just has money. They're career oriented. They put in the work and they have the skills necessary, and they're able to now take money. Not take it, but earn it. And this is just going to kind of like shape the time leading up to marriage. You yourself, I see that you have a lot of success. Take what resonates once again, but I feel that you have a lot of success when it comes to money, or you're dedicating yourself to finding what makes you happy so that you can ultimately make a sufficient amount from that. And you're doing it. You're experiencing success from this. And the reason I say that is because you have the Six of Wands here. So the Six of Wands is the card of the hero, right? The hero that has vanquished the darkness, vanquished the dragon lurking in the cave. And now the hero comes back to his town with his wand held up high, and he's got his people all around him cheering, very happy for him, right? So there's success. It's a card of success. When it comes to money, you guys will be successful. There's not going to be a time where you're going to feel down or out. And the reason I say that is because you have here the Four of Cups. Four of Cups upright is the card of boredom. It's the card of not having. It's the card of like almost sorrow, Well, no, the Five of Cups would be sorrow. The Four of Cups is more like boredom and not being able to do what you want to do and just feeling down and lousy. A lot of us feel this way when we don't have any money. The fact that it's reversed tells me that this is an energy that's leaving. This is an energy that's not going to be a part of your finances and your outlook. So you guys are going to have enough money leading up to the wedding to do whatever you want. So you have here the Fool. I love the Fool. The reason why is because the Fool's so happy. The Fool is just in his world and her world. This Fool's like, this Fool woke up in the morning, looked out and said, today's a beautiful day. We're going to start a new journey, a new adventure. I don't know where, but I know that it's going to be fun. So it's just this energy of just like exploring new things, going to new places, enjoying life. And in a money and career reading, it's a very good omen, because it's essentially saying that you're going to have enough money to have the flexibility to travel and go places and see things. Some people don't have that, right? Other people are 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, sometimes even weekends to make ends meet. And they get a week or 2 weeks a year, and that's it. So there's a sense of maybe being kind of stuck. There's even business owners or entrepreneurs that are working 80 hours a week to make their dreams a reality. So it's work. But with the Fool, there's no sense of like feeling completely tied down. It's like they're free to explore and do whatever they like and how they like it. And they're able to kind of like, just be what they want for themselves and for the people around them. There's a sense of just feeling like, complete, feeling like they can, feeling like they're able, feeling like everything is going to be perfectly fine in the Fool's world. So it's a beautiful representation of just being free and feeling like you can do anything. Now, with the Fool, I guess the only thing that I would say here is that try to avoid experiences where maybe it would make you feel down, or maybe like your emotions would spill over. So I don't know why I felt like saying that, but maybe try to avoid anything that would bring about any kind of negative emotions when it comes to money. So don't argue too much about it. Don't be too strict. In the other groups, there was some that it talked about budgeting and being strict, but here it's like you're almost being told to, don't be too strict about it. Like, enjoy yourselves. It's almost like if the relationship is going to take on a life of its own, and you're both going to be able to truly benefit financially, and maybe with you guys are already responsible, and you guys already know what you need to do as far as budgeting, as far as saving, and perhaps maybe you've gone to the point where it's like it's too restrictive, right? So the cards are kind of telling you to let loose just a little bit. You are responsible enough to know when to stop, and to when to just know what to spend money on, and know what not to spend money on. So you are responsible. You are capable. So the cards are kind of telling you, like, hey, have a little fun. Go and splurge a little bit. You don't have to be too restrictive. All right, so let's go ahead and throw more cards. Let's talk about the parents, huh? Let's talk about the parents. The last three groups, it's been pretty interesting with the parents. I want to see what you guys get. So let's see what their parents are going to think about the marriage and about you in general. Let's get a feel for it. My oh my. All right, so yours is pretty similar to group 3. So it looks like your spouse's parents were not expecting for them to get married so early on, and I get the feeling that your spouse is going to be young, but the parents are going to be like, oh, we're losing him. There's just this sense of like, we're not ready to let our son or daughter go, It's just this energy of like, oh my, we have to accept this, we have to move forward with this. This is what society dictates is normal, but it's like they weren't planning for it. So there's going to be a sense of like, they're going to be a little sad, right? If that makes any sense to you. Just a bit sad that this is transpiring. You have here the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the man looking out into the distance, right? He's planning everything. This Two of Wands knows exactly what he wants. He says, I want this and I want that, and I know when I'm going to do it, and I'm planning on doing it, and it's going to happen. It's reversed. So, that's where the whole I wasn't planning for this energy comes in, right? Like, I wasn't ready to let my baby go like that, right? And this energy is only going to get even worse if you guys decide to move far away. Like, if you decide to move from state or to move from country, it's going to feel like, like they're really going to be upset. They just weren't ready. Now, obviously, take what resonates. I for some reason, when I looked at parents, I just felt like perhaps, the parents live close. And I just feel like, they're going to be a little upset because they know that things are going to change, and it's just going to be a little upsetting to them for some reason. You've got the star energy. Also, the star energy is a card of guidance. It's the card of knowing what to do. And we got the star. So this is now double star energy. The star energy, there really is no negative aspect to the star. I don't like to read the star in a reverse state. I like to just always read it upright. Ultimately, when it's reversed, it's important to really, really, really hone in on the message. And what I see here with this star reversed is they know that this is perfectly fine. They like you. They really see the magic in the relationship. But for some reason, there's just a little bit of like, we're not ready for it just yet. For some reason. Again, this is a general reading, not a private one. So take what resonates. This isn't. A lot of people are watching this. There's a lot of different age groups, But ultimately, these parents, the energy ruling this group is a sense of parents not wanting to let go. So a lot of very young kind of energy, and I see that youth with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the card of youth. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Now let's go ahead and see what your parents think about this marriage. What are your parents going to think? What are your parents going to say? Let's take a look, right? Well, your parents are perfectly fine with this. I think your parents are like, oh, thank God, it's happening. So you've got here the Temperance upright. You've got the King of Swords reversed. Your parents are pretty straightforward. It's like your parents are like, boy, oh boy, this is great. This needed to happen. Sooner or later, it needed to happen. This is what life is right here. And the wedding needs to go on, and things need to happen according to plan. So, I see like a lot of support from your parents. I think your parents are going to maybe provide you with ideas. I feel like they're going to, in many ways, even like guide you towards maybe making smart decisions. Could be like, that they give you advice on certain things. They guide you towards doing something differently. They're gonna love your spouse, by the way. This is definitely the energy that they're looking for. For them, it's like, okay, this person is awesome. This person is magnificent. They are perfect for our, son or daughter. They love you, and they love this marriage. So very, very, very inviting energy here with your parents, group number 4. Now, let's talk about friends. And for that, we're going to use the Tarot Magician. No, not Tarot Magician. What am I saying? The Wizard's Tarot. Wizard's Tarot deck. And we're just going to see what your friends think. We'll start with their friends. Let's see what energy is going to be ruling them. So the friends are also going to be upset on this end too, along with the parents. Interesting. For some reason, I just get the feeling that these people are not ready to let this person go. They're not ready to let them go. So you've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the person that is so happy. This is the energy of like, everything is perfect in my world. I've got everything I need. Look at my beautiful cups adorning my space. Look at how I'm creating magic and holding them up. I'm great. And everything is great. I got my coffee. I'm going to read my book. I've got this beautiful study. Everything is so wonderful and perfect. But it's reversed, right? So it's pretty much telling you that there's an energy from the friends of like, I'm unhappy. So this can be an energy of like, okay, this person is not going to be with us as much as they were, maybe depend on us as much as they were. Perhaps they understand who this person is, and they know that this person is going to dedicate all of her time and energy to you. So it's like they feel like, okay, we're kind of losing him, There's just an energy with that on that side of the family, on your spouse's side. They don't want to let them go. They want this person around, and they're going to feel the difference. They're going to feel the change as soon as they meet you. And as soon as your future spouse meets you and, starts talking about marriage, it's like, I think that they're going to dedicate so much time to you that they might forget about their friends and their family members. And they're going to feel it. They're going to be like, okay, this person isn't the same. We're losing him. So there's an energy of that going on there. Let's see your friends. Group number. Ooh. You know what? We're going to count it. I don't know if it was upright or reverse. So we're going to just go ahead and reshuffle. We're going to redo that. Group 4. Sorry. We are going to redo it. Let's see what your friends think about this. Let's see what energy is going to be ruling your friends. Your peeps are actually pretty cool, group 4. All right, your family, your friends, they're pretty cool. They're cool beans, right? I don't know about your spouse over there, I don't know about them. Again, with them, it's just an energy of like, I don't want to let them go. Like they're leaving us. With you, it's like, go ahead, like go out there. Perhaps you won't do what they're doing. Okay, so perhaps this is maybe an area where you can help them. Perhaps your spouse will have the tendency of like, giving them little attention and you as much attention as possible. And then you are the type that you just give attention to everyone equally, right? So no one ever feels like you're leaving, right? Or, or you could meet this person and then they'll want to move to where you're living. And so you'll be living around your family and friends. They are going to have to sacrifice their family and friends, if that makes sense to you guys. So, there's an energy here of like leaving, not being ready for this. And then there's an energy here of like, we're ready. Oh my goodness, yes. Your friends are going to be the wheel of fortune to you. So these are people that you can count on completely. Your friends will be a very beautiful asset to you. Your friends will just show up and do anything that you want them to do. This is an energy of being there for you, truly wanting what's best for you, helping you in any way, shape, or form, just helping you. So, I wouldn't be surprised if in your wedding day, they show up in droves and they all want to be supportive and they all have wonderful gifts and they all have awesome things to say. And they all have a helping hand in the process, I just feel like so much support. Like I'm seeing an image of a person just being hugged, from a various people. It's like your family is going to rally around you, right? And say, we're here for you. We're happy for you. You're awesome. This relationship is awesome. This marriage is awesome. Congratulations, right? So beautiful energy here with your friends and your family. I'm not saying that this side is bad with them, but there is definitely something going on, an energy of like, we're not ready, So that's something that needs to be worked through. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is a marriage. You guys are going to be married. You guys are rock stars, all right? You have wolf spirit. You guys are rock stars. So let's go ahead and throw some oracles. What do you say? Let's throw some oracles. Let's see what the oracles have to reveal to us about this marriage, shall we? What messages from Spirit? We're going to start with the Whispering Woods cards. Let's see. All right, so you've got a warning, caution. Tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. Okay. So, I knew there was something more that I needed to tell you when I got this reading. That's why I kept focusing on it and talking about it. I was hoping that something would just come. Didn't need to. Spirit just showed it to us, right? So we've got a caution. Tread carefully. So now I feel it. I feel from Spirit that it's going to be difficult for these people, for the parents, the families. So just be very careful with those energies, right? So, what I mean is, don't be so pressing when it comes to they wanting to do something with the parents or the friends. Maybe you can allow that to happen. You don't have to be too demanding of their time, right? So allow them to maybe have the time. If they tell you, listen, I have to go to this friendship, I have to go with my friends here, they've been telling me, they've been they're being a bit upset. They're upset that I don't spend time with them, right? So I need to spend a little time with them. Allow that to happen every now and again. Also, with the parents, spend as much time as you can around them. Just try to make it easy, because ultimately if what I see ends up happening where this person moves to where your family and friends live, it's going to be very devastating for this family, and then your future spouse might be upset or feel a bit down if the family and friends are feeling down. So be understanding of that. Really look out for them, and it's going to be much easier for you. So tread softly. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle. We're going to go ahead and throw a card from the Making Magic Oracle deck. Look at that. You've got the power symbol. purify, cleanse, and protect the physical body. Interesting. So another warning from Spirit here. You're getting a lot of advice. This is good. This is good. You want advice. You want for Spirit to reveal to you how you can achieve and how you can be prosperous. So Spirit is telling you to eat the right foods, do the right amount of exercise, go through a cleansing, right? So prepare your body for what's coming. Prepare your temple for everything that's about to happen in your life, right? Maybe, it's going to be a little exhausting to when you start going to when you start the whole plans for the wedding, things will get a little exhaustive, and you're going to maybe have a tendency to eat or abandon your exercise regime. And Spirit is telling you to not do that. Dedicate yourself to yourself. Make sure that you are doing the right things to benefit you physically. And ultimately, the greatest asset that you have is your body. This is a lesson that I personally have had to learn. It's a difficult one to understand, but it is extremely important. The most important thing in your life is really your physical body. And so Spirit is reminding you of that. It's important for you to protect that physical body and just do the best that you can. Also, avoid stress, avoid any kind of anxiety, any energies of, when we were doing the reading of finances, right? I got this sense of for some reason, avoiding negative emotions, avoiding anything that would make you feel bad. And one of the reasons is because of your body. So maybe, you're the type of person that if you get too stressed out, or if you get too overwhelmed, or if anxiety really starts taking you, it leads towards, bad things, maybe some hair loss, maybe, foggy thinking, you can't really think clearly, or you can't put words together, you can't just make decisions, maybe you get paralyzed, so it's important for you to really work on yourself, work on your body, and it's all going to lead to prosperity for you. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. We're just going to throw one card. Yes. Group number 4. Look at that. What do you have? Well, what you have is miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Yes. Beautiful card to get. Why is it a beautiful card to get? Because Spirit is telling you that miracles are coming to you. Blessings are coming to you. And there's a gift to every experience. So, I know that these two cards were a little grim, right? I'm not going to shy away from it. I felt it, all right? I felt the energy kind of shift as soon as these two cards came out, because they're warnings, they're shadows. They're telling you that in order for you to be optimal, you have to do something. And it's scary, because sometimes we imagine the worst. But really, what it is just minor arrangements, minor little changes that you have to make. But ultimately, this relationship, this marriage, is going to bring you blessings. This marriage itself, it's a blessing. Miracles are on their way to you. Very prosperous energies are showing up here, okay? And it's important for you to feel that. It's important for you to understand that is the truth here. All right, so let's throw another card. We're going to throw a card from the Oracle of the Unicorn. Let's see what piece of advice we can get from these unicorns. Magic. This is, I believe, the second time I get a Make-A-Wish card. I forget if it was Group 2. Make-A-Wish. If you were drawn to Group 2, the red stone, if you were drawn to Group 2, go ahead and watch that too. Because I think, it's the second time that the Make-A-Wish card appears. So group number 2 might have a message for you. But ultimately, the message here for you is make a wish, believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you, right? Magic. So beautiful card to get right after you have this just gorgeous card over here talking to you about miracles and blessings, right? Now you have a little bit more that you have to do. But now it's much easier than these two, right? Now Spirit is telling you, listen, in order to obtain these miracles and these blessings, I need you to make a prayer. You got to ask for it. You have to ask for it, right? So make a wish. Communicate with Spirit. Prayer is very important. What do you want? How do you want it? Step number 1, make the wish. Step number 2, believe in the miracle. Believe in the wish. That means waking up in the morning and saying, you know what? I'm walking in this revelation. It's happening. I'm seeing it. It's materializing. It's right in front of me. I'm grabbing it. It's mine, right? So you have to do this. Number 3, magic surrounds you. You have to believe. You have to know in your heart that your prayer was heard by Spirit, that your prayer is being answered by Spirit. You must believe with all your heart that this is happening. Okay, there are no doubts. Magic surrounds you, period. All right? Miracles and blessings, people. All right, so we have come to the very end of your reading. And what that means, group number 4, is I have a key to give you. Well, let me correct that. I don't have anything to give you. Your spirit guides have a key to give you. All right? Your spirit guides want to give you a key so that you can unlock an important door in your marriage. Let's go ahead and reveal the face of your spirit guide. You have got enrichment. This is your spirit guide, enrichment. Group number 4, look into the eyes of your spirit guide. Your spirit guide has a message for you. I come to bring you true enrichment. Not merely enjoyment or entertainment. I want you to get the most out of your life so that you can enhance the lives of others. But first, you must learn to balance fun with seriousness. And you must wake up to all of the ways you distract yourself from who you are and how you truly feel. It's time to learn to discern between what or which genuinely nourishes you and that which saps your spirit. Notice where you are still a victim of your senses, of overindulgence and self-deprivation. I care less about what you do than where you come from. Come from fear, and you'll likely do too much, too little, or at the wrong time. Come from love, and you won't need rules and protocols to guide you. Eventually, your attention will turn inwards towards gratitude, and your presence will enrich the world. Ho, 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 ho. Beautiful. Beautiful message from your spirit guide. Wow. All right. That is all I have for you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I want to thank you so much for watching the reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. I will be creating many more pick a card videos for you soon. Give me a like. That helps a lot. Don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, seekers. Visit the Etsy shop. I have private readings that I'm offering there at a very discounted rate. My rates are below market value. I thought of raising them, but I like them this way. A lot of seekers have told me that they like the prices where they are. So I'm keeping them there for now. But the demand has been truly phenomenal. And I want to work with you too. I want to work with you, provide you with as much information about whatever questions you like. It's always good to have a general reading, but it's even better to have an actual tailored message where I just pick up on your energy and provide you with information on your personal situation. So the only way to do that is through a private reading. So visit the Etsy shop. The link is below. Check out the reviews. I have a 5-star rating. So far, all the seekers that I've worked with, they've given me tremendous raving reviews. I'm very happy about that. Thank you. The feedback has been phenomenal. Thank you to all the seekers and all the people that have already placed your private readings. It's been fun. I really enjoy doing those for you. Thank you so much for your donations. A lot of seekers have left me donations. Thank you so much for those donations. It helps. It helps reinvest it into the channel. So those donations help. Thank you. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Send me a message down below or through my email. I'm here to help. Whatever questions you have. A lot of you don't like, not a lot, but some aren't familiar with the Etsy platform. And that's fine. Just let me know, if you want to use another platform or just another way of actually doing the transaction. That's fine with me. Etsy is just very secure, and it's a global company, so it's kind of known far and wide. It's why I like to use Etsy, and it's very secure. But if there's anything else, let me know, and we'll work it out. Thank you so much, seekers. Don't forget to include your ideas below. I want to hear from you. I want to just let me know what you thought about the reading. Also, let me know if you have any pick a card ideas that you'd like to see in maybe the next reading. I'll definitely work on those for you. Just let me know down below if that's the case. Thank you so much. And also, if you're interested in perhaps any of these Oracle decks or tarot cards, you're also going to find them in the Etsy shop. But I put a link down below as well so that you can, just easily click on them and it'll take you directly to the deck. All right, in case you are interested in any of these. So thank you once again for all the love, all the support. Thank you for being a part of this community. I love every single one of you. I love reading what you write. I respond to all of you. If you've written a comment before, I respond. So write me a comment. I want to read what you have to say, what you think, where you're at, what you're doing, what are your challenges, etc., everything. Thank you once again, and bye-bye.